Now, another great capability in this app service suite is the capability to do mobile apps. Now, mobile apps have some unique requirements that you don't really have to think about when you're doing web apps. For example, with mobile apps, you want to think about what happens when your phone or mobile device is not connected to the network. Now, any great device or any great application on a device that you use has this concept of being offline and being partially connected or connected only some of the time. Now, you can, again, build out the plumbing for that, or you can leverage mobile app services and the SDKs to build this offline sync capability right into your mobile applications. You can also connect your apps to on-premises data because you can create these mobile services that are hosted on Azure that your mobile devices are hitting, but those services that are hosted in Azure are then hitting on-premises data or data wherever you have it, right? So you open up some capabilities for your mobile apps that would be hard to do without a platform like mobile services. We can also auto scale to fit the needs of your business. Maybe you're going to develop the next great mobile application. And you might start off with a few users and then scale out to hundreds and then thousands and hopefully even millions of users. And you want to be able to auto scale and scale up quickly as the demand for that application grows. And so mobile services give you the capability to do that scaling. Another important thing when you're developing mobile applications is how do you handle notifications? Now, you could sign up for notifications for Android applications, for Apple applications, for Windows applications, and then your code has to deal with these different notification services, and you're writing this very platform-specific notification handling code. What Notification Hubs allows you to do is to create a single hub within Azure that your mobile apps can connect to. You configure that with the connection details to the other notification services, and then you have a single point where you can send notifications out. So if you want to do a push notification to applications that are running cross-platform, so you've got an iOS application, you've got a Windows application, you've got an Android application, instead of having to do 3 different notifications when you want to send out notifications to your users, you send a notification to the single hub, and the hub sends it out to the rest of the platform. So this is a really great way of, again, enabling rapid development where you're developing push notifications with one place and one set of APIs, and that's broadcasting across various different notification platforms.
That's a really powerful technique, and I love the ability to kind of scale that out and send these notifications. And like I mentioned before, Colin, that Azure Notification Hub sits side by side with that app service. So you have the mobile service, and then notification hubs are an optional component that we just can plug right into to give us even more power for building out our mobile apps. We should see a demo of notification hubs.
So I'm glad you brought that up, Steve. Let me show you how notification hubs work with a demo.
So here in the Azure portal, I've opened up one of my resource groups, CD Azure Kit. And this is a resource group that was created for the Azure Kit demo application. And one of the components of this application is a notification hub. So I've already created the notification hub. It's a really simple wizard to walk through. You can select new from the menu in the left here, select notification hub, give it a name and a namespace, a region and a pricing tier, and that's pretty much it to create the notification hub. So once the notification hub has been created, you would then go and configure this notification hub to specify which notification services you're managing in this hub. So if we click on notification services here, you can see these are the services that we can manage in a central location. So there's Apple, Google, Windows, Windows Phone, Amazon, and Baidu, which is Android in China. So I've registered for Google. So I've opened up the Google Cloud Messenger application in the Google portal, and I've created an API there. And so I've just entered the API key for that. I'm going to demonstrate a Windows application notification. And so I've got a package SID and a security key that I've had to enter here. So in order to get that, I've gone over to the developer portal on dev.windows.com. And I've created a new application, and then that's taken me over to the live application developer portal. And this is where I've been able to get the package SID for my application. So let's go back to the portal. Once I've entered in the information for the various notification services I want to manage, I can quickly test that by going back to the overview blade, and we can hit test send here, and this is where we'd be able to test pushing notifications out to our applications. So in order to demonstrate this on the client side, I'm going to open up Visual Studio, and this is the AzureKit mobile solution, and you'll see there's projects for Android, iOS, and UWP. So I'm going to demonstrate this notification hub with the UWP application. And so one of the things I've done is when I right click the UWP application, there's a store menu item, and I've associated this app with the store, and that opens up a wizard where I can browse to the application that I've just shown you on the Windows Developer Portal. So that'll set up the connection that my application needs. And when this application runs, it registers with that app on the Windows notification services to say that this is the application that's running and I would like to receive notifications on that particular channel. Now, fortunately, we don't have to manage each individual channel when we're coding, since we've abstracted away the communication channels like Android and iOS and UWP channels via notification hubs. So notification hubs gives us a central point where we can use an API to send a notification to the hub, and the hub will then disperse across all the services that we've configured. So let me run this application. And now that the application is running and it's registered to receive push notifications, we can switch back to the portal and let's do a quick test push notification. So I'll set the platform to Windows, but we could select one of the other platforms as well. And I'm going to set the notification type to Toast, and then we'll change this from test message to Azure CAD demo, and we will click send, and that's going to send, and you can see the notification has popped up here in my notifications on my device. And so this is a really easy way of managing notifications to several messaging providers for cross-platform applications.